A 16-year-old boy wakes up inside an underground service elevator with no memory of his identity. A group of male youths greet him in a large grassy area called the Glade that is enclosed by tall stone walls. Every month, a new boy and supplies arrive in the elevator. The boys, who call themselves Gladers, have formed a rudimentary society with each assuming specialized tasks.
My name is Alby.
Alby, their leader and the first to arrive in the Glade, says every boy eventually recalls his name, but none remember their past. The boy learns that a vast maze surrounding the Glade may provide the only way out. During the day, designated runners search the maze for an escape route, returning before nightfall when the entrance closes. No one has ever survived a night inside the maze.
It's normal. It happens to us all. You get your name back in a day or two.
I thought no one was allowed to leave.
I said we're not allowed to leave. They're different. They're runners. They know more about the maze than anyone.
Wait, what? Listen.
Yeah? It's the maze. Changing. Changes every night.
How's that even possible?
You can ask the people who put us in here if you ever meet the bastards. And listen, the truth is, the runners are the only ones that really know what's out there. They're the strongest and the fastest of us all, and it's a good thing too, because if they don't make it back before those doors close, then they're stuck out there for the night. No one's ever survived a night in the maze.
What happens to them?
Well, we call them grievers. Of course, no one's ever seen one and lived to tell.
While in a competition with another boy named Gally, the boy suddenly remembers his name is Thomas.
Ben, right? I don't know if we ever... Are you okay? Oh, get the hell off me!
The next day, Thomas is attacked by Ben, a runner who has been stung by a griever, deadly techno-organic creatures that roam the maze at night. Ben is forced into the maze and left to die as there is no cure for what the griever infected him with. Minho, the keeper of the runners, and Alby later retrace Ben's steps inside the maze. Minho reappears at dusk dragging Alby, who is stung by a griever, but they are unable to reach the closing entrance in time. Thomas spontaneously runs into the maze to help, but all three are trapped. During the night in the maze, Thomas and Minho tie Alby up high on the maze wall to hide him from the grievers, but Minho abandons Thomas when a griever emerges from the center of the maze. Thomas slides under the maze wall, managing to hide from a griever. Later, Thomas finds Minho and his actions during the night keeps them alive.
Crazy son of a bitch. Come on, Harley, come on. Okay, it's changing. Come on. This section's closing. Come on, we're gonna lose it down here.
And he kills a griever by tricking it into a narrow, closing passageway, thus causing it to be crushed, making him the first to ever survive a night in the maze and kill a griever. To the other boys' astonishment, they return the next morning.
Watch out. Easy. What happened out there? I just can't sneak it out.
You saw a griever?
Yeah, I saw one. He didn't just see it. He killed it. Newt, what do you see? See it? Oh, it's a girl.
The next morning, the first ever girl arrives in the elevator. She apparently recognizes Thomas, though he cannot remember her. A note says that she is the last one ever.
She's the last one ever.
Come on, let's try and pull it out. All right, let's go. Get a hand on it. Come on. All right, ready? On three. 1, 2, 3.
Thomas, Minho, Frypan, Winston, and Zar enter the maze. They locate the griever corpse and remove a beeping mechanical device from inside it.
What the hell is that? Interesting.
You're right.
Galley claims Thomas has jeopardized the fragile peace between the Gladers and the Grievers and wants him punished, but Newt, the second in command of the Gladers, instead designates Thomas a runner.
Runners running into the maze whenever they feel like it. So let's just make this official. Starting from tomorrow, you're a runner.
Minho shows Thomas a scale model of the maze he has built, based on his 3 years of exploration. The maze's numbered sections open and close in a regular sequence that might be a code. The device is numbered to correspond to a certain section within the maze.
I've run every inch of it myself. Every cycle, every pattern. If there was a way out, we would have found it by now. Minho, you ever see this place before?
No.
Just another dead end.
With the mechanical device, they may be able to find an escape route.
Sure about this?
Thomas and Minho venture back into the maze and discover a possible exit but are nearly trapped, barely making it back to the glade.
Grievers. The hell was that? We gotta get out of here.
That night, the maze entrance does not close while others open, letting grievers pour in. A massacre ensues as the Gladers, practically defenseless against the grievers, struggle to fight back or hide. Alby, Zar, and a few others are killed during the attack. Galley punches Thomas in the face and blames him for everything that has happened. Thomas, who has had disconnected memory flashes since arriving, stabs himself with a severed griever stinger in an attempt to revive his memory. The others inject him with the last anti-venom. unconscious. He recalls that he and Teresa worked for the organization that created the maze, WCKD, World Catastrophe, Killzone Department. The boys unknowingly have been test subjects for an experiment.
Why are we doing this?
Excellent, Thomas. Come with me. Thomas, wicked is good.
How could this be my fault?
I saw you!
I can't keep watching them die.
Hey.
Thomas awakens and shares this information with Teresa, Newt, Minho, and Chuck. Meanwhile,
Thinking.
What happened? Galley's taking control. He said we had a choice. Either join him or get banished at sundown with you.
And the others agreed to that.
Galley has everyone convinced that you're the reason all this has happened.
Well, he's been right so far. What are you talking about?
This place, it's not what we thought it was. It's not a prison, it's a test. It all started when we were kids. They'd give us these challenges. They were experimenting on us. And then people started disappearing. Every month, one after the other, like clockwork.
Sending them up into the maze.
Yeah, but not all.
Galley has taken command and intends to sacrifice Thomas and Teresa to the Grievers to restore peace to the Glade.
Isn't a vanishing. It's an offering.
What? What are you... Galley, what are you doing?
You really think I'm gonna let Thomas back into the maze after what he's done? Look around you. Look at our Glade. This is the only way. And when the Grievers get what they came here for, everything goes back to the way it was.
Are you listening to this? Why are you all just standing there? He's crazy.
You shut up.
If you stay here, the Grievers are going to come back. They're gonna come back, and they're gonna keep coming back until you're all dead.
Shut up! Tie him up! Did you hear me? I said tie him up!
Most of the Gladers are swayed to free Thomas and Teresa and attempt to escape the maze, but Galley and a few others refuse to leave.
You're full of surprises, aren't you?
You don't have to come with us, but we are leaving. Anyone else who wants to come, now's your last chance.
Don't listen to him, he's just trying to scare you.
No, I'm
all right?
not trying to scare you. You're already scared. All right, I'm scared. But I'd rather risk my life out there than spending the rest of it in here. We don't belong here. Hey, this place isn't our home. We were put here. Hey, we were trapped here. At least out there we have a choice. We can make it out of here. I know that. Galley, it's over. Just come with us.
Good luck against the Grievers.
Fighting Grievers as they go. The survivors escape the maze. In the process,
Thomas! There's a call! 8 numbers!
It's sections of the maze. Hey, Minho! What's the sequence? What? The sections of the maze. What's the sequence? 7, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4, go!
Jeff dies trying to save Minho and eventually enter a laboratory strewn with dead scientists and technicians. A woman named Ava Paige in a video recording explains that the planet has been devastated by a massive solar flare, followed by a pandemic of a deadly, incurable virus called the flare that affects the brain of the afflicted. We learn that the Glades appeared to be immune to the virus. The Glades learn that they were part of an experiment studying the way their brains worked as a resistance to the virus.
We called it the flare, a deadly virus that attacks the brain. It is violent, unpredictable, incurable. Or so we thought. In time, a new generation emerged that could survive the virus. Suddenly, there was a reason to hope for a cure. But finding it would not be easy. The young would have to be tested, even sacrificed inside harsh environments where their brain activity could be studied, all in an effort to understand what makes them different. What makes you different? You may not realize it, but you're very important. Unfortunately, your trials have only just begun. As you'll no doubt soon discover, not everyone agrees with our methods. Progress is slow. People are scared. It may be too late for us. For me. But not for you. The outside world awaits. Remember.
At the end, the woman in the video shoots herself as the lab is being attacked by men with military-style weapons but dressed more like mercenaries. Gally suddenly arrives armed with a gun he found. Having been stung by a griever, he insists they must stay in the maze, then aims the gun at Thomas, intending to kill him in revenge for the Glade's destruction. Minho throws a spear at Gally, impaling him in the chest, while Gally shoots a bullet at Chuck, hitting him in the chest.
What do y'all do?
Masked armed men rush in and take the group to a helicopter.
You guys all right? Don't worry. You're safe now.
as they fly over the maze. It is revealed to be placed in a vast desert wasteland. Eventually, the helicopter approaches a ruined city.